Meta has partnered with EssilorLuxottica, which manufactures both Ray-Ban and Oakley. In July of 2025, Meta acquired a nearly 3% stake of the company, ensuring future collaborations. Meta has released two versions of the Ray-Ban Metas, the Ray-Ban Stories, which I covered in a previous video that I have linked down below, and the second version of the Ray-Ban Metas called just that, the Ray-Ban Metas, and are one of the most popular and most sold smart glasses currently available. Meta has now released their collaboration with Oakley, releasing the Oakley Metas. Now technically, since this is the third pair of smart glasses that Meta has put out, we are going to expect some awesome upgrades, and we do have some here in these Oakley Metas, including 3K video recording and longer battery life. So these are the Oakley Meta Houston Edition, or the HSTN Edition, and I have the black with prism polarized lenses. The Oakley Meta HSTNs are going to start off at $399 and come in 7 different colors. We have the Prism Ruby lenses with the warm gray frame, the Prism Black lenses with the black frame, the Prism Deep Water Polarized lenses with the brown smoke frame, the Clear to Amethyst Transition lenses with black frame. We also have the Clear lenses with the black frame, and the Clear to Gray Transition lenses with the clear frame. And lastly, the Prism 24 karat gold polarized lenses with the warm gray frame. In terms of the unboxing, we get an excellent presentation from both Oakley and Meta. The package reinforces that these are the Houston Edition, and we also have Oakley and Meta branding. The packaging has an orange pull tab here on the side. We'll go ahead and rip that off, allowing us to slide out the box that lies within the interior. Once we do so, as you can see, we have a collapsible box, and that is a really cool touch from Meta and Oakley. Taking a closer look along the interior portion of the box, we have some more Meta and Oakley branding. We have the glasses themselves inside of the charging case, as well as a few more items down at the bottom. Let's go ahead and remove the glasses and charging case. As you can see, first off, we have a safety warranty. We also have a microfiber cleaning cloth with a little bit of Oakley and Meta branding. We also have a get started guide that's going to help you get up and running with both the charging case and the Oakley Meta glasses. The charging case itself is very heavy in comparison to the Ray-Ban Meta's charging case. However, that's to be expected as it does have a bigger battery. It can provide up to 48 hours of charging on the go, and the case can be fully charged in 3.5 hours using a USB Type-C charging cable. Opening up the charging case for the very first time, we're presented with the new Oakley Metas. Make sure and remove this piece of plastic covering the charging ports. The case does feel very well made. It feels really soft along the interior, and it does have that hard shell exterior to help prevent any damage to your Oakley Metas. Now let's go ahead and get to the Oakley Metas themselves, and let's remove the protective packaging along both arms. My first impressions of the glasses is that they feel lighter than I thought they'd be. The Oakley Metas feature a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera with a 100-degree field of view for UHD photos and videos. You get 2 discrete open-ear Bluetooth speakers and a custom 5-mic array. You get 32 gigabytes of internal flash storage, which will help capture 1,000 photos and up to 100 plus 30-second videos. You also get up to 8 hours of battery life on a single charge and up to 48 hours with the fully charged carrying case. The Oakley Metas also have built-in AI and let you capture unique POV shots with the built-in hands-free camera. They also play music with great clarity and powerful speakers, and you can say, "Hey Meta," and get answers quickly with Meta AI. Now, one of my favorite features on these glasses is the hands-free communication, so you can take a call right from the glasses and send and receive text and voice messages hands-free. The speakers feature an open-ear design so you can stay engaged on the call without losing touch with the world around you. You can even video call and share your unique POV thanks to the built-in camera. Again, there's prism lenses in these Oakley Metas that use color tuning to enhance contrast and detail, revealing visual cues that are difficult to see with traditional lenses. So they're designed for specific sports and environments, providing protection for athletes and sports enthusiasts. Without further delay, let's take a look at some sample footage. This is an audio test inside of the car driving. This is going to be how this is going to sound. Obviously you're going to be driving around with these Meta glasses a lot. It's a really bright sunny day today, about 104 degrees. Today's September 2nd, 2025. You guys closed?
Nah, yeah, just can't handle the heat.
Alright guys, so I'm here with the Oakleys, and I have to say that Meta did a great job with this collaboration. However, there are a lot of pros and cons to these. However, there is unfortunately more cons than pros, and I will be adding all those in the video. However, this is how they look. In my opinion, they look pretty good. They have really good high quality lenses. The frames themselves look kind of plasticky and kind of cheap, but again, the lenses are excellent quality. And the overall functionality is just the same as the Ray-Ban collaboration, so nothing big there. Now, these are kind of tight on my head, but these are meant for sports, so I could see why that would be a thing. I mean, if you're surfing, you definitely want these to stay on and not fall in the water. All right, so I'm testing out these new Oakley Metas, and as you can see, we're in a pretty rough terrain here. So let me know how the stabilization is. I'm here at my local park. I'll go ahead and give you guys a panoramic view of the park here in a second. But this is how the stabilization is going to look. Let's go ahead and hit this tree. Man, it's 104 degrees today. So yeah, it's definitely a warm one. Alright, now I'm going to do a little stabilization test by doing some running. Go ahead and walk back. I'm going to go ahead and walk to the cement so I can give you that panoramic look, and also so I can walk on a flat surface instead of this grass with a bunch of holes at. So here's the panoramic view of the park. Now this is the side of the park where they have soccer games and whatnot. As you can see over here in the distance is the playground for the kids. But yeah, pretty nice park. And now we're walking on the sidewalk, so tell me the difference in stabilization. Maybe it's the same. I've been using the Oakley Metas for around 3 days now, trying to see if they can replace my Ray-Ban Metas. However, throughout my time with them, I've come to the conclusion that they cannot replace my Ray-Ban Metas, and here's why. So first off is the look. Now, I'm a big fan of Oakley's, however, I'm really not liking how these HSTN and Houston Edition Meta Oakleys look. And it's not really the design style. I really like the design. It's more of the cheap feel and look that I don't like. So these Oakley Metas are just not my style. Now, I can see surfers or maybe golfers, you know, people who play extreme sports might like these, and I can see why they will stay on your head really snug and definitely won't fall off while you're playing those sports. However, for the average user, I don't see them as comfortable. The second reason that these aren't going to replace my Ray-Ban Metas is the picture and video quality. The picture and video quality of the Oakley Metas look almost identical to the Ray-Ban Metas in my opinion, which is strange because these Oakley Metas have a 3K camera, and they're able to capture images at 4032 by 3024 and also have the ability to capture video in 2938 by 2203 at 30 frames per second. However, the footage looks pretty much identical to me to the Ray-Ban Metas. The only way that I could possibly see this being a positive is if you're punching in on your images to zoom in and get a closer image, then you're going to have more details inside of the image with that larger file and larger video. However, other than that, and again, to the average person, you're not going to see a big difference. So I really can't justify the extra $100. In regards to the audio, we have 2 discrete open ear speakers, and we have some pretty nice loudness and bass coming in at 71.6 decibels. And in terms of microphones, we get the custom 5 mic array, 2 in the left arm, 2 in the right arm, and 1 near the nose pad. However, I don't see any difference to the Ray-Ban Metas. Now, the one place that these Oakley Metas do supersede the Ray-Ban Metas is in terms of the battery life. The Ray-Ban Metas only offer 4 hours where the Oakley Metas offer 8, and I did see that in real world usage, so I have to say that that is one positive about these Oakley Metas. The next reason that these won't be replacing my Ray-Ban Metas, and probably the biggest reason, is that they're entirely too tight on my head. I don't think I have a bigger than normal head, however these feel extremely tight on my head. Now, this is great again for extreme sports. However, I can only imagine the discomfort that you have to endure for hours, let alone if you use these as regular glasses on a daily basis. And the last and final reason that they're not going to replace my Ray-Ban Metas is that the Oakley Metas actually overheated, as I showed in the video, and turned off. Now granted, it was 104 degrees outside, however that's never happened with my Ray-Ban Metas in the same temperatures. So I don't know if this is a new feature, the automatic shut-off feature for safety reasons, or if this has always been a thing. However, it's never happened again with my Ray-Ban Metas. So we'll be making a dedicated video comparing the Ray-Ban Metas to the Oakley Metas, and if you're interested in checking out that video, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that content. I really like smart glasses and smart AR glasses, so I will be covering every single smart glasses that are released, including the Roku AI AR glasses, as well as the next generation Meta glasses that are going to feature a HUD screen in the bottom corner. Google's also going to be releasing some smart AR glasses here very soon as well, and they absolutely look awesome in my opinion, and I will be covering all of those smart glasses and even more. If this video was helpful and or informative in any way, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Also drop a comment down in the comments section and let me know, will you be picking up these new Oakley Metas? And if so, in which style and color? Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. My name is Aaron, and I'll see you guys on the next one.